go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
Today we're doing porters.
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 My favorite style, actually. This
Yeah.
is my favorite style.
I agree. I prefer imperial stouts, but I do like a porter.
Yep.
I am going to start off with something out of Akron, Ohio. Adam picked this out.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Old Leg Humper. It is a robust porter. And see the little doggy there? He's saying so many legs, so little time. It's by Thirsty Dog Brewing Company. I've actually had stuff by Thirsty Dog.
Yes.
I think we both have.
Yes.
I had one the other day. I thought was pretty good. So let's see how this is. This is going to be a 5.8.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't bad at all.
Easy drinking porter.
It is a gold medalist in 2002 and a bronze medalist in 2000. So, we're super current on that. But
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I guess. All right. Let's see how this is.
You had the 12 Dogs of Christmas, which was their
good.
Christmas beer.
Yeah, it was an ale.
Yes, we both have had their wee heavy called Wolver, which is a bourbon barrel.
I
wee heavy,
really enjoyed that.
That was excellent.
That was at
that
Village
out.
Beverage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
Village over here in Summerfield, North Carolina.
Yeah. Yep.
Good
and it was on
color,
for quite a while.
It
I think
was.
you and I were the only ones drinking it for some reason because it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I did better than you did on the pour. So that is a nice dark color.
You can get you a little head on there, as you can see.
I had one just from the pour.
Ooh, it's got a good smell to it.
Yeah.
I like that rich kind of it smells dark brown.
It does.
It smells dark brown.
All right, well, sláinte. All right, I'm getting the same thing I get from most porters.
Okay.
At least lately.
Okay.
It's kind of a burnt taste to it. It's a bitterness that tastes burnt.
It's that roastiness because it's got roasted malts in there. Roasted chocolate malt is, I think, what you're getting, and it's there. It lingers, that roast flavor.
It really does.
Yeah, it lingers.
I'm not getting any sweetness.
No, it's not very sweet at all.
Nope.
It's not very sweet at all.
And
it's pretty smooth.
Yeah, it is pretty smooth. It's pretty thin though, also. Which
porters are supposed to be kind of thin.
I know.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is pretty thin. It's not as.
That's one of the things I prefer about stouts
Mm-hmm.
is there's more viscosity. I like the thicker.
Yeah.
This is thinner and kind of bitter so far. It's not horrible. I've only had 2 little sips.
There is a bitterness there it's rising. Each sip, you're getting more and more bitterness.
Yes. Yeah. The second sip, it lasted longer.
Mm-hmm. Particularly there, we talk about growing in the glass. Yeah, we talk about growing in the glass, and this bitterness is growing each time.
Mm-hmm.
Which for me, I don't mind that. I like a little bit of bitterness like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a negative for you.
That's not in my wheelhouse, but I will admit that the third sip was a little bit more than the first 2, and I found that the bitterness didn't linger as long.
Okay.
So that actually kind of surprises me. It's got a very dry taste.
It's very dry. It's got a very dry quality to this.
It's certainly not a refreshing.
It's surprisingly drinkable for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprisingly drinkable.
Yeah.
Great label, good smell to it.
Yeah, I mean you can't not buy that when
right.
you see it on the shelf. I mean, it's just a funny name.
Yeah.
So
pretty solid. And I think that's where I'm landing on this. This is solid. It's not outstanding, but it's solid.
Yeah, I'm not going solid, but it's drinkable.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to rate this higher than I am.
Think so?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go 3.0.
3.0? That seems about right. I'm going to go just a little bit higher in a 3.25.
Okay. I thought you might be closer to the 3.5, but
I would have
doesn't shock me.
I would have liked for maybe just a touch more sweetness, which I think this one is going to have.
Yeah, that had no sweetness at all.
Yeah.
It was thin, it was dry, and it had kind of a bitter, burnt taste to it.
Absolutely.
It's not horrible, Just none of those things sound good the way that I just presented them. I know, but there is a market for them, and you are that market more than I am.
It checks all the boxes of what a porter should be.
Right, exactly. And that's why I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't gig it harder. I
Yeah.
went to 3.0 because it is what it is.
It's what it is. It does what it says it's going to do. I can see how they rated this one 20 years ago. I can see how they rated this one pretty high, but
Sure.
a lot of stuff's changed in 20
Yeah,
years.
the world's changed a lot.
Yep.
All right.
We'll move on.
Meh.
That's fine. Yeah. They can't all be winners. Even though it's not bad. Next up, we've got, this is Raven's Roost. Now, this is a Baltic porter. So a slightly different variation of the regular porter. This is a Baltic porter.
I think I do prefer the Baltic.
I do prefer it. I prefer out of all the porter styles, you got Imperials and Baltics. And I think I prefer the Baltic the
And
best.
as a former English major who loves American literature,
Right.
little Edgar Allan Poe action going on.
This
here
one
with the
says,
Raven.
searching for the perfect porter. Quote the Raven. Nevermore.
There you go.
There it is.
Nice.
Says it's a robust malty or a roasty malty aroma. Notes of chocolate, caramel, and toffee. Parkway Brewing, they're out of Virginia, Salem, Virginia. This is a 7.1%. So we got a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
A little bit stronger.
And some promises of some sweetness.
Yes. I'm thinking these is going to be probably a little bit sweeter.
Mhm.
It is already a little darker. Just a touch darker.
Yeah.
Spilled a little bit there.
Still pouring pretty thin. I didn't get nearly the same head to it as I did on the first one, but it decent.
Yeah.
Same coloring as far as the head is concerned, but I do agree this is more of a black.
Not quite as brown.
Right. The other one was a very dark brown, almost a black, but this is definitely darker.
Yeah, you can't see through that at all.
Yeah.
Slightly different nose to it. Somewhat of a stronger head on it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. Already, first sip, more character straight away.
Yeah.
More character straight away. There's it's a little bit thicker, not a lot thicker.
No.
A little bit thicker. Still kind of bitter, but not as bitter. I'm not getting.
It's a different kind of bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. I was hoping for some sweetness, caramel.
Me too.
Coffee.
I was hoping for a little more sweetness. I thought there would be, but there's not. There's not as much sweetness that's in there. They don't agree. It is. It does say robust and malty, robust and roasty malt aroma.
I will give you the roasty
Yes,
malts.
it is pretty roasty. You know.
No.
This is more of a sipping beer than that one. It's not as dry either. You don't think it's dry? I think this is. I don't think this is as dry as our Old Leg Humper over there. It's more.
It's pretty dry, but no, I think that the first one was drier.
Yeah, there's a richness to this one that's not in place with the Old Leg Humper. Toffee, no. Some caramel, but it's not the sweet caramel. It's more like an aftertaste of caramel.
I'm not getting that. Nope. I'm a little disappointed because I do like a Baltic porter.
Yeah, I do too.
And this isn't what I was expecting.
If anything, I think the biggest knock on this is that it finishes fairly bland.
Very bland.
I've had a few Baltic porters here and there, and they all tend to have this little bit of sweetness that's in there, and it has a nice
I'm trying
approaching a stout sort of quality to it, and this one doesn't have it.
No.
You know, I did the snifter on the Zivik Baltic porter, and that had that sweetness there. We've had the Black Boss before from Poland as well. Fantastic, yeah, fantastic. The Duck Rabbit Baltic porter that we've had.
Yeah.
That's an excellent Baltic porter.
Mm-hmm.
This is not approaching those because it's lacking that sweet note.
It doesn't have any character to it.
It doesn't have any character.
I'm not getting any of the sweetness. You're saying that you're getting some caramel finish.
Just a little bit.
I don't get any of it.
I think
certainly
this,
don't get any toffee. I get the roasty malts. I will definitely give them that.
Yeah.
They've got the roasty malts. I don't find it as smooth as the first one, but it's not as dry as the first one.
Yeah. I think it's more complex than the old Leg Humper. There's a little bit more there. It's not as bitter. That bitter doesn't grow and bloom for me.
I find it very bitter, but it doesn't linger the way that the Leg Humper does.
Okay. Yeah.
You get hit with that bitterness, but then it dissipates. It goes away.
I got you.
The other one wasn't quite as bitter. It was pretty bitter, but it just hung in there.
Yeah, it did.
This one doesn't do that. So I'll give it that. And again, I'm not one that's real big on the bitterness.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it is. It's a little bit thicker, but it's still fairly thin overall. I gave that one a 3.25, and I'm probably going to do the same for this one, 3.25.
I'm going to go 2.75 on it, only because promises were not kept. It's not a Baltic porter to me.
I can see that.
It's not something I want to drink again.
It's like a weak Baltic porter, like a watered down version of a Baltic porter. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. It is unfortunate. I mean, we've had some episodes that were just, hey, we both 4s.
Yeah.
You know, this was
the rare miss.
Yeah.
The rare miss.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm Mike.
I'm Adam.
Not a great episode. Sorry about that. Check our description down below. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff.
Thanks for watching.
Take care. Bye.